Welcome friends. Today I am going to present the live coverage of natural gas inventory. Finally the inventory has been announced, so the injection is a little lower from the expected levels of 55 billion, and I find that this will be too supportive for natural gas bulls to move ahead at the from the current levels. As you find that after the announcement of weekly inventory, you can see that natural gas futures are moving downward. In a 5-minute chart, you can find that from the level of 2.827 they are continuously moving downward, but I find that here we are going to have a good support at the level of 2.800. At the level of $2.8, you can see that buying is evident enough at the level of 2. Here I have marked some levels of support and breakouts. Here you can see that at the level of $2.8, here is a good presence of natural gas bulls who are trying to push natural gas bears towards upward zones. I find that if the natural gas futures maintain above $2.806, we will soon find a steep recovery up to the level of 2.827 in a very short time, and we will try to move towards this resistance zone at $2.837. I find the inventory is evident enough that a lesser injection of $55 billion is not enough to meet the growing cooling demand for upcoming summers. So I find that we will soon see a spurt in short covering from the current levels. In a 15-minute chart, you can see that we are getting good support at 200 DMA. This is 200 days moving average, where we are getting a good support in 15 minutes chart. No doubt the natural gas futures came at the level of $2.801 soon after the announcement of weekly inventory, but here you can see a steep short covering at the level of 2.801. Now this short covering rally is continue. Let us have a look at the movement of natural gas future in a 5-minute chart to get more clear view. Here you can see that natural gas futures have started an upward journey, and I find that if we maintain for another 15 to 20 minutes above these levels, above this uptrend line, we will see a good bounce back from the current levels. I find that the current levels look good to go long with a short stop loss at $2.8. Here we can create a long position from the current level, because you can see in a 5-minute chart that presence of bull is evident enough to push the bears. You can see that it's a beginning of a steep up move, and soon we will see that natural gas futures will be trading above this sloping zone. If within 20 minutes we cross this downward slope, we will try to cross this resistance level, first resistance level, within 25 minutes from now. And I find that if we cross the level of $2.820 at this point, we will see a sharp recovery in natural gas futures, and I find that natural gas futures will try to maintain above this uptrend line in a short while. As you can see that there is still a lot of indecisiveness in natural gas futures, because buyers are still reluctant to create any position due to the inflow of news from the United States that Trump is getting more hard on trade war front, which makes the economic scenario not too progressive. I find that the growing demand during the last 2 weeks of July will finally be a supporting factor for the natural gas futures. Here you can see that natural gas futures are still finding a good support at the first supportive line. This is a first uptrend supportive line where we can think for going long from the current level. Good support once again at the previous level of 2.803. Thanks for watching.